editorial board member and just heading the this journal as editor-in-chief. That's fine. I would like to know how many members now, editorial board members, are present today.
Sir, out of them, right now we have 5 editorial board members who are active. Some couldn't join us because of their busy schedule, and some couldn't join because of the time. There was some time flash. Like our co-chief editor could not join us. Okay. So we'll try to have another meeting with the ones who couldn't join us today.
Okay, and then at the outset, I'd like to thank you, Sakina, to take the lead to manage this title to ahead. A lot of problem you have to face even in future, because nowadays a number of pediatric journals are coming up, a huge list around the globe.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Our country. So we must be very, very, very careful, and it's a huge concern for us. So we should not be enlisted in that list, I believe.
Yes,
so
sir.
we must be very careful to just take this title up in a way so that it will get accreditation, and we can promote this journal as one of the esteemed journal in future. So we have to aim in that way. Okay. Before starting, it will be good to just know each other. So could you just introduce yourself, the members who are just joined today? Could you please, one by one?
Firstly, I'll ask all the editorial board members that they can unmute themselves. The ones who have muted, they can unmute themselves.
Yeah, please. Could you please just introduce you by yourself? We'll be happy to know you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gustavo Fernandes. I'm from Brazil, but living today in Portugal. I am the chairman of Periodontics, Biomaterial Medicine, Regenerative Medicine here in the University Católica of Portugal, Catholic University of Portugal. For me, it's a great pleasure participating in as a reviewer, as board of this new journal. It's a really great pleasure.
Nice to meet you. It's a very outstanding job you are doing from Brazil. You are just currently at Portugal, and we have to know so many things from around the globe. Even we have the platform in India, but this is not the platform wherever we are now. So any platform will be the global platform, and your contribution will be really helpful for us in future, we hope. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, please.
Adpita, you can introduce yourself now.
Yeah. A very good evening to you, Dr. Chetta Chaudhary, sir, and to all my very dear and senior people out here. Why I'm saying senior? Because I would take it as a self-compliment of being the junior most out here, the youngest of all. So thank you so much once again, Sakina ma'am, for taking this lead and connecting us all very beautifully on this podium. And I am Dr. Arpit Tikri, currently working as Associate Professor in the Department of Prosthodontics, Crown and Bridge and Oral Implantology in Bhojia Dental College, Baddi. That's in Himachal Pradesh, India. And moreover to this, I am an esteemed member of our journal, Enviro Dental Journal. And I would take this pleasure, and I would rather say namaste to all my seniors from India, pan India, rather across the globe. That thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Chetta Chaudhary sir, for being a fatherly figure for all of us, and thank you to the other senior members out here. That beautifully we are connected here, and we have for all the accomplishments to be done for the betterment of the journal. And thank you. I feel it would be a great learning experience for everybody under your dynamic leadership, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are most welcome. Your contribution will be really helpful for us in future, we hope. as a prosthodontist, a lot of things to do. You are not only the prosthodontist, you are also the material science. Most of the dental colleges in India and some of the dental colleges around the globe, they're also treating this department. Your department is just taking some research and developing some of the components which are useful as a material, both biomaterial and non-biomaterial. So that way it will have a lot in future. Yeah, please, next, please.
Dr. Ashok sir, we would like to hear from you.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Ashok Kel, Professor and Head of Department of Oral Medicine and Radiology, Bapuji Dental College and Hospital, Davanagere, and it's a place in Karnataka, India. I'm got a teaching experience of 28 years. I've been teaching undergraduates and postgraduate, and I worked in our journal, that is Journal of Indian Academy of Oral Medicine and Radiology, and I've been working as a reviewer for most of those our specialty journal. Thank you, meeting you people all, and I hope we'll definitely do better in upgrading the standards of this environmental dental journal. Nice to meet all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Your contribution of your subject and specialty and your experiences in publishing the journal, that will also help us a lot. Hope for the
Thank you,
best.
sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pragati ma'am, we would like to hear from you. I would just request you if you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. I muted because my son is jumping around and he's very intrigued as to what is happening here. A very warm good evening to everybody. Myself, Dr. Pragati Korani. I'm a professor in Department of Prosthodontics at Mahatma Gandhi Dental College and Hospital, Jaipur, India. I've been teaching since 2006 and associated with this college since 2007. I am a reviewer in our own national journal. This is Journal of Indian Prosthodontic Society. Along with that, Indian Journal of Dental Sciences, which is a journal of Himachal Pradesh board, I believe. Very actively involved in research activities of my department and my students as a PG guide. I also run a Facebook page, which is dedicated to research in dentistry, where I try to share whatever updated knowledge or whatever it is in regards to research work. So that is my prima facie as far as prosthodontics is also concerned, more so in research.
Good.
Currently, I'm the scientific chairman for the 23rd IPS convention, PG convention, which is to be hosted by my college. So looking forward to that as well.
That's really nice, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're another prosthodontist we got here in our team. So that will be a great help for us. As I told that, yes, the material science also in that department, the people that are dealing with material science, so a lot of research also need in that area. So that will be a help. Thank you very much. Anybody else to introduce at the moment, or we can proceed on?
So we can proceed now. All of them have been covered.
Okay. Myself, yes, I'm Chittaranjan Chaudhary. I have to introduce because we are meeting each other now over the platform across the globe now. So I am just I am just involved in the UK now as academic dean, City of London Dental School, University of Bolton, and I am also just taking the care of dissertations to leading that dissertation module, and I'm the director of that dissertation module, and research ethics committee chairman I am now currently. But before that, I finished my graduate degrees and then postgraduate degrees from Japan, and I did my fellowships from Royal College of Surgeons, Ireland, and Glasgow, and I was a faculty in Japan. After that, I was invited to come in India, so I established a department at Mangalore. The specialty in Institute of Dental Sciences, possibly you know that institute. And I worked to develop one department of oral biology and clinical dentistry. Though I am an oral surgeon, oral maxillofacial surgeon, I did my PhD from Japan in oral maxillofacial surgery, postdoc in the same department, and I did my research in oral cancer and both the epidemiology and immunological aspects. A lot of molecular studies I did. And when I established the department of oral biology and clinical dentistry, oral biology and genomic studies in India at Mangalore University, Mangalore University Institute of Dental Sciences. I just established the NRT clinic and addiction research over there, and I guided number of the PhD guides, PhD students, and as a guide. Also, I guided the PhDs in Japan. Now I am guiding in UK, but some of the students are still are working, and then maybe the last student is just remaining in India. The next week I have to examine that student, and she is also one of the faculties as a professor. And a lot of things to do in future. So the science is moving so quickly today. Of course, a lot of stalemate nowadays, and challenge you to have due to the COVID situation. But again, the COVID possibly it's giving us little positive aspects. So we are not always so it's not giving us certain things that is only disadvantage. Some advantages are also coming up due to this COVID situation in terms of the putting the people together across the globe very quickly. This for example, today we are just meeting all the learned people who will involved to take this job forward, and we're using this platform. It's very unique thing we are doing. So every day we are involved most of the time using this virtual platform to do the activities, but unfortunately we cannot do many things as a clinician. We need to just touch the patient and we have to operate certain things, especially the dental surgeons. They have to do the clinical work in the mouth. So it's not without the patient we cannot do the work. So of course the research, the activation things, and then the research interactions, and some the teaching learning you can do online, but everything you cannot do. That is another problem. But certain things coming up in a such way, in a way that helps a lot really for us. Anyway, coming up to the research bit, and that research will be publishing in the journal. So this is the huge task for many researchers to publish the research. We do the research, but we don't publish. And again, if we publish the research, if it doesn't get the impact of the research, then there is no point to just publishing that research. So we are just coming up this platform, the Enviro Dental Journal. So as I told, it should be encountered, it should be enlisted as one of the esteemed journal, not as a predatory journal. So you must be very careful to do that. And as I'm involved here, so I must be very careful to take it forward, and I must be very careful to just not to know any concern and not to just learn anything or any allegation about this journal in future. So we have to ensure that one. And the executive members who are here today and who are not here today, so their role will be very important for us. Of course, this role is voluntary role, but this voluntary role is not that you are doing the work voluntarily, but you are learning so many things. That also helps you a lot for your career and for brainstorming effect, so that you can critically analyze these things and be to what you are doing, and that will make that also will get some sort of assistance while from the platform, I believe. While you're reviewing a paper, that will also help you to develop your skill, soft skill that way. So it helps a lot. So that way, I believe, or the learned members in the editorial board will be benefited, and vice versa, of course. And I believe we have to develop a system so that the peer reviewing system will be very quick or speedy. I'll just post some of the proposal to you. Just today is a kind of informal meeting. Today is the first meeting to introduce
Sure,
each
sir.
other. Yeah. So we have to make a very nice method so that the reviewing process is very quicker, rigid, and only, of course, I mean, the age of this journal is not very long. It's very infant stage. Of course, this is one of the issues only is coming up now, possibly. But at the outset and from the very beginning, we have to be very careful to take it forward so that it will be one of the best journals in future. And of course, I have my good network around the globe. We have very renowned people with me. They are very friend to me also, and not only the friend, they are very renowned people in all these sectors in medicine and industry, from UK, from America, from Japan, especially where I was working long time. So so we can put them in our board in a different category in future. So that will be also help. So we can get our journal a standard journal, and especially Sakina, I have to tell you, because you are managing the journal, you
Yes,
are
sir.
managing editor. So that way we have to just develop this journal or in such a way so it will be globally compatible. For example, Sage, Elsevier, what they are doing. Possibly, if you go through their link, possibly you know how they are
Yes,
doing.
sir.
The indexing metrics is one of the things. So this is one of the things. So we have
It's
to
it's
just
it's the most
very careful,
important thing. It's the most
very
important
important
thing
thing.
for any journal to like to
Yeah,
have a good impact factor. It's
impact
really
factor. So
important to be in a good in reputed indexing companies. For
yeah,
instance,
yeah.
that our research publication, Enviro Research Publishers, was included in Beale's list without
Mm,
like, though none of our journal is a predatory journal. Like
mm,
we really do very hard work so that our journals, our rest of our sister journals, doesn't come under the category of predatory category. So
mm,
recently, they have mentioned it clearly that this publishing company is not a predatory company because we are indexed in reputed journals. Like many of our sister journals are, one of is in Scopus, one has
mm,
got the, for Indian journals, it's very important that you have UGC,
mm.
University Grant Come. It's very important that you have that.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to prepare a journal so that we come into their knowledge that okay, there's this journal, Enviro Dental Journal,
Mm, mm,
and
mm,
most important thing that catches someone's eye is that the name, the title which we have given is Enviro.
mm,
So
mm,
Enviro is just the name of the company, just to have a
mm,
unique name because earlier we had another name, but for that there was like another company, they have quite like they have told us to change the name as the same name and just to have a unique name. Enviro is the name of a company and we have
mm.
collaborated with Dental Journal.
So Enviro, so this is the contracted form of environment, or what is that?
So
Enviro.
Enviro is the name of a company, so it's like
Okay.
it's got nothing to do with the environment, though we have another journal, it's Current World Environment Journal, Current
Mm,
Food and Nutrition Journal. The food one is in Scopus. So like we somewhat try to learn what they are doing so that our journal can also follow their footsteps.
mm.
But
So this Enviro, this company is based in India or
yes,
elsewhere?
it's in Madhya Pradesh. It's an
Mm,
Indian company. It's in
mm,
Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal.
mm,
And it's not associated with any university or something. It's a non-profit organization. And we have 90% female employees with us.
mm.
So
And
we
it's a
just
publishing company. It's a publishing
Yeah,
company.
yes, sir. It's a publishing company.
Absolutely publishing, or
Absolutely
they are doing
publishing companies.
so publishing
Absolutely
the
company.
journal and books also.
So for now, currently it's just the journals.
Okay,
It's
okay.
just the journals. Like I can show you in a while that I've got some journals with me also. It's just
Okay.
we publish journals right now. We do book reviewing, we do publish.
Okay, can you just explain about that the activities a little bit? So if you have any screen to share, you can do that, or you can explain. You can show the journals they are publishing, and so that we can get a little strength and hope that yes, our Enviro Dental Journal will be progressing in the same direction or better than other of the titles. So what you are publishing.
Sure, sir. I just opened. Show it to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I guess there
Okay,
was
so
some
because
technical
it seems that
issue.
your screen is freeze. No.
Yes, sir. Due to some technical issue.
Okay. What do you do? So you can leave it now. So
Okay.
possibly we can communicate later on. So it is not recorded now. So we understand that you have this strength, the train viral, and that will also help us to just take the title forward. We hope for the best. Anyway, just we can just communicate and we can interact on other aspects later on. But regarding this journal, currently we are just coming up the first issue, when it will come up. So what do you
Sir, currently, since due to the COVID-19 impact that happened, like we couldn't get the positive response. The authors, they didn't, like, to be honest, the authors were not cooperative. So there were many articles which we really need to reject it. There was no quality, plus the authors were not cooperative. And we have almost, we are ready with 8 papers, but we need 2 more papers. Am I audible, sir? Hello?
How many papers will include in a single issue?
So 5 articles will be including in a single issue. And since this will be a combined issue, we'll be having 10 articles, 10 papers.
Okay. And frequency wise, what is your anticipation in a year?
So in a year, as it's a biannual journal, so we'll be having 2 issues. In one volume, we'll be having 2 issues. Gustavo, sir.
Issues at the moment. It depends.
It really means a lot, because for the progress of editorial board member, for the journal, it's important the activeness of the board members. Because
this stage, if they want, or their students, if they are having if they have their students, they can also submit some of the papers. So you can come that way, because I was involved here with this journal page and silver. So they have to consider about the impact factor or the indexing things, of which will help them. Usually the postgraduate students, the PhD students, postgraduate students who are doing the MDS or any MSc, it's not a problem, because it doesn't require anything apart from the dissertation, any paper which will be very much the containing the impact factor things is not required that much for the master's things. But the PhD, they require the Scopus or any other indexing, which is recommended by the UGC in India, UGC and listed journals, or the UGC accept the indexing in India especially. So you have to concentrate or you have to be very concerned about the Indian papers. Of course, we have to just we'll put this journal in such a way so we can just get number of papers from abroad, around the globe. Like one of our friends from Brazil, who is just working in Portugal, because if we have number of people like this, the person who are from Brazil, then we can get in future we can get number of the papers from abroad from across the globe. That's not a problem, and I can help promote those things also in future. That's not the things, but we
Sure,
have to
sir.
concentrate our Indian papers, because a number of the students, they are also struggling to publish their paper in the journal which are indexed or UGC approved. So that approval is very much important for us to just we have to aim how to get the UGC approval
Yes,
or
sir.
enlistment in the UGC list of this journal. At the same time, PubMed, Medline, Scopus, all this indexing, important indexing, we have to just aim. Of course, we have to just publish this journal at least 2 years to 5 years. Then you have to proceed on with the indexing things. But impact will be increased based on the paper, the quality of paper. At the same time, the references, cross references of this paper, or reviewers. I mean, the reading of this paper by many people. So there are some possibly the Sakina, you know better, that
Yes,
the
sir.
indexing, how the indexing things will or the impact will increase.
Yes,
The
sir.
reference, cross reference, and the readership are more to just to view the paper, downloading the paper. Those things are also important. So that way, one of the strategy you have to take, that the visibility of this journal are globally open
Yes,
and
sir.
very
We
flexible.
follow open access policy. So
Yeah.
our journal follows open access policy. So it's like
Okay.
anyone can download the article, and it's easily visible to everyone. Whosoever wants
Okay.
to download and view the article, they can do it.
Okay, one of the things, so you can just take some of the notes, or if you are just recording this the conversation, that will be great to review those things also.
So actually, I am recording this video so that the rest of our editorial board members who are not here, it's easy for them so that they can know the points. Also, we'll be uploading it to our YouTube channel for them. If it's okay with all of you and you people don't mind. Am I audible to everyone? So can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me?